Chicago. Chicago. Dear foreigner, welcome to my city. See the bright light, skyscrapers looking pretty. Perfect skyline, postcard for my city. And we still on the rise, more construction keeping busy. Always bear down on your blue in the windy. Can't forget the Bulls, red and black run the city. Chicago, fire in the sky, WNB. White Sox in the Cubs up in Wrigley. Got a couple rings like I played for the Blackhawks. Always on the ground when my feet hit the asphalt. Dedication, hard work, and preparation. Never giving up to reach the goals I've been chasing. When it goes down, I'ma be the main attraction. Better stand back when the camera starts to flash. Countdown, but the beat how the game go. Crowd goes wild, cause you know who they came for. Michael Jordan, D-Wade when I'm scoring. Great Walter Payton, John Tays when I'm enforcing. You already know I had to make an anthem. Shot-town in the building, then you know what it stands for. Chicago, it's the city of the wind. Clock runs down, we gon' grab another win. Chicago, known for the skyscrapers, big city, big lights, and we all about the paper. Chicago, ain't another city like it right down Lakeshore. See newcomers all excited. Chicago, I'm in love with my city. I'm a favorite till I die. Seize up if you with me. Chicago.
The Chicago, nigga.
Well. I always still say
King Kong ain't got shit on me.
Because welcome, listen, man. Tonight, come on in. I was about to make a video, but I say let me just go ahead and get to it live so you guys can see my live reaction and how and what I think about tonight's game. Chicago Sky falls to the Dallas Wings in its home opener. But Camila Cardoso, bright-looking Camila Cardoso, has a stellar game. It has 24 points, 11 rebounds, 5 assists, and 1 block shot. Chicago Sky, through it all, had a uphill battle to even get prepared for this type of game. A game where they have most of its starting lineup still out and waiting to come back to play the official game this season. Welcome to the Gingerbread Man Show. This is Steady Serv'n Sports, ENT, an extension of Simply Ball Dropping Podcast with my main man, K-Sap. What's up, K-Sap? Shout out to the Full Court Trio. Shout out to the Players Club. Shout out to Cut That Israel Talk Sports. And shout out to Court Vision with So Pretty Tony. Shout out to my boy Duvall. Of course, my brother from another mother, the Crash Out King Special. Listen, y'all, I'm really not here to crash out. I'm really here to be sensible with everything and what is being, talked about and what's going on in the highways and byways. And as if I thought that Chicago Sky was going to pull this game out in the home opener. No, I did not. Matter of fact, I respect the Dallas Wings. And if they would have beat the Dallas Wings, that would be another conversation to have had for and about the Dallas Wings falling to a mega injured team that comes out with a win. So me personally, I did not think that the Chicago Sky was going to overcome Dallas and their starters and actually being healthy to come to play this game. But I did think that it was going to be a heck of a game. And then I also still think that we was going to have a hell of a season still. I just do. I feel that this team identity is built on defense. It's going to continue to be able to be built on defense. Defense wins games. Rebounds win championships. I'm going to stick right there with that. I want to say what's up to my boy Troy, Toya, known basketball. Oh, okay. How you doing? Welcome, welcome. Hit the like button, subscribe. So it says Chicago never lost to Dallas since 2024. Yeah, well, Chicago never been this injured. Chicago never had these people. You know, you got Rickea that just fell. You got Dejanay out, Carrington. You have Azare Stevens out. We have E-Will on restriction minutes, and we also got Skylar Diggins on restricted minutes. So, I mean, a solid team we were not, but I did expect to fight, and no, we did not lose by 30. That's my whole thing. You know, I saw some things that need to be worked on, and I also seen some things that we did great. And I also saw a lot of things that the rookies look up, you know what I mean, looking really good in potential. What's up, Noah King? What's happening? I'm just shooting. I was about to just make a video, but I went on and came on live so I could go ahead and get the live. Y'all get my live reaction on me covering the Chicago Sky. So I'm going to go here first. We got to start off with what I told y'all, what I said to you guys. I said we was going to open up this season, the first game, and Courtney Vandersloot has set herself up to be booed by the fans that beloved her at one time. But with her involvement with the debacle and the things that has happened and transpired with Angel Reese, you know, a lot of people's feelings and emotions hurt. And then, of course, her saying that she was included in the release of Angel Reese, you know, that just added salt to the wound. And those of us that was here, especially like on this channel that's built this channel based on Angel Reese mistreatment, we here are sensitive to the things that was said and done in the way that it was processed throughout, you know what I mean, the Chicago's activity, Chicago handling, the organization way of doing things, and then of course the Chicago Sky pressers, you know, the beat reporters, you know, the Annie Constables and the, you know, Julia Poles and the, you know, the well, you know, Alyssa Hirsch, you know, in fairness, Alyssa Hirsch just came, but she has done some diabolical writing as of this part. Not really so bad, but not accurate writing. We want journalists to cover our players the right way. We also want it to be a non-biased type of situation when you write about any said player. But, you know, it is what it is. It happened. And I told you guys what was going to happen on the opening night of the Chicago Sky. Ooh. He got booed. And Courtney, I'm just telling you that you should have just kept your mouth closed. You should have just stayed quiet. I don't know what the hell is going on here. Courtney should have kept her mouth. She wins. What did you send me? She wins. She should have just kept her mouth closed and actually kept quiet for the rest of the time. You know, this was not supposed to be a situation where, you know, a player would be getting booed in their own hometown opener. Nope, not gonna do it. It shouldn't be like that, but it ended up being that way. You know what I'm saying? It ended up being the way that happened. I really didn't like it. It was really messed up. It says, was that they saying salute or boo? Boo! Ain't nobody rooting for salute. They were saying boo. They was putting boos out. But I'm here for the smoke. You know what I mean? Rightfully so. Rightfully so. You know what I mean? I don't think that no player should get booed playing for their team. But then, of course, the activity that happened, yes, the deserving of such, I do.
Baby, you where you're supposed to be. Continue to keep you. We gonna continue to carry you. But baby, you where you. We gonna continue to carry you. But baby, you where you're supposed to be. This team loves you. This team supports you. We just wanted to show that tonight with opening night. We miss you. We're gonna get this done for you. Let's get it.
Hi, Kia. I love you. I'm wishing you a speedy recovery, and we all got your back through all of this.
Hi, Rickea. I just want to let you know how much we love you, how much we support you. We're all going to be here for you. We believe in you, and you got this. Love you.
Hi, Ricky. I love you so much. I'm so sorry that you're going through this, but we have your back no matter what. You're so special to this team on and off the court. So I can't wait to see the journey that you're going to be on. It's going to be amazing. You're going to bounce back from this.
Rickea, I just want to wish you a really speedy recovery. I know you're going to come back even stronger, mentally stronger, physically stronger. And this is just the start of an amazing career.
Shout out Rickea, man. Absolute dog. Sucks to see, but I know your future is bright. God has a plan, and keep your head up. We love you.
We're gonna continue to keep you. We're gonna continue to carry you. But baby,
You know, everybody, feel the burden and the brunt of the barrel of Rickea Jackson going down. Just an awful thing, y'all. Just an awful, thought of her just being able to be, lost out of the season. She was on the trajectory, of course, just a little small microscope of everything. She was on the trajectory on all-star level play. You know what I mean? And I think that, people ought to respect that she wanted to change her game and she wanted to prove herself. She wanted to prove herself to herself and to everybody else that she is that girl and she can be, utilized in the way it's supposed to be. And she wasn't being utilized in Los Angeles scheme of things. She wasn't being done and utilized correctly. So Rickea had the green light here, the ultimate green light went down, but here's Tyler Marsh on some things.
She couldn't jump right into to practice, but she was there observing. We've sent her all the film that we've had from
plays on planes, in hotel lobbies. Like, how do you do that when you have this crazy road trip?
Yeah, when she first got in, she was a little under the weather, so she couldn't jump right into to practice, but she was there observing. We've sent her all the film that we've had from, throughout training camp so that we can kind of fast track that. But she's a vet, and, some things just come a little bit naturally once she gets the hang of kind of what our terminology is and kind of what our schemes are. And so it's been a seamless fit since she's been back on the court.
Coach, with Rickea going down, what was your assessment of the spacing and transition offense and how you guys adjusted with her being out in the last game?
I think with the flow of our team and how we want to play, that's how we emphasize spacing. That part doesn't really get distorted, based upon who's in or out the lineup. I think that we know that we play 4 around 1 for the most part. We'll hybrid 5 out at times, but the transition spacing stays the same. It's just a matter of who's in and who's not.
Tyler, given the roster turnover and injuries up and down the lineup, how is this group connected so quickly?
They like being around each other. They're similar mindsets in terms of what the common goal is, how they work, how they approach each day, their level of buy-in to coaching and the system. All that is they're on the same playing field with it, and understanding and commitment level. And so when you have that, it turns to a more cohesive bunch. And they're playing for one another right now. They're playing for our staff in this organization, and that's all you can ask for.
Was the 4 games to start the season being on the road kind of a gift in that sense that the ladies had to kind of come together on the road and not really be in a home environment, have the same chance to kind Isn't much of on the road?
Yeah, I think it showed us early on what we're capable of. It's still the early parts of the season, so there's a lot of basketball left to play. But when you're able to pull out a couple wins in some tough road environments against some really good teams, it obviously helps build that confidence moving forward. And so you overcome those, that part of adversity early on. We're excited to be back home, but I think that we got a lot left to show and prove.
Couple of player updates. Will, do you see her being on the minutes restriction, and then can we expect to see Maddie activate today?
I don't think so with Maddie. Will is kind of playing by ear type, but she's feeling good coming into today.
Speaking about the road trip, what did you learn about the group that you maybe didn't know before? I know it's a new group, so maybe you're still learning them in general. But being in that environment, being so close together to start the season like that, what did you learn that you maybe hadn't anticipated or just didn't know?
I think you never really know till you know once you're going, especially going into that first game in Portland. It's the first time we're able to kind of see them, together against another opponent. And so outside of preseason, obviously, but coming out, I think it just reassured who they are, and what they are is tough, and what they are is selfless. And so I think as you go game to game, you hope that continues to be part of our identity. And we've been talking the last couple of days about not being able to run from who you are, not being able to run from your identity. So, 4 games is a small sample size, but it is a sample size. And so if we can continue to approach each day and each game with that level of fight and with that level of grit, you live with the results that come from that, because you know that you're going to be in most games when you show that kind of toughness.
So basically, Tyler was saying, this was an interview before game. This is a pre-game before the actual post game. And he was just, getting people prepared and, actually letting people know that what's going on, Brother Jabari, letting people know that, it's got to be an adjustment. It's going to be an adjustment. Rickea is going from the offense. Skylar is getting back into the offense. She didn't play 2 games. She didn't play 2 full games with the Sky. She played the 2 first games, and then the 2 last games she wasn't available because of the injury, of course, right? Then, of course, this game, coming into this game, Skylar and Will on minute restrictions. So, I didn't actually, me personally, like I say it again, I didn't actually think that this was going to be a W. I did think that they were going to fight hard. I did want them to fight hard, which they did. It says, you got it. I never like to see players get hurt in the W. I watch all the games. I see them banging around all over the league. I always hope the best when players take the hard shots. Yes, sir. Appreciate you, Mike. Hey, MDT. Hey, that's why you my boy. I appreciate you, brother. You have great takes. So we gonna get into it, y'all. We gonna get into it, and we gonna lay it all on the floor. Have Chicago Sky learn its lesson. Have Chicago Sky, thus they have the ear to understand what actually is at hand with them and with us as fans, us that love this team. Does Chicago organization get it? In my all hearts, I would say a owner and personnel of this stature. When I say personnel, when I say Michael Alton, Nadia Rollison, Jeff Pagliosha, no. I think that they're low in all aspects of dealing. They have not professionally known how to come and to be able to set an outstanding bar for themselves. They have failure to have a meaningful outlet for people to be able to say, I really like this organization. I really like the way that they treat their players. But here it is. This is Skytown Mayor. She's gave us a straight up shot of how it looked. And she said, and the VIP lounge food saga continues. At halftime, no fruit, salad, or dessert, and still no real main dish. She's frustrated. You know what I mean? Shout out to Skytown Mayor. You know what I mean? Y'all can go check her out. She got some good takes. She called it the way she see it. That table should be full. Everything should be full. They serving popcorn in the lounge area. This is the personal lounge area. They got nothing ready. They got a bowl of, you know what I mean? I mean, God, dog, what is this? You got what I'm saying? They got to do better. And that's what she said. Do better, Chicago. God damn, what the hell? You know? She says, do better. What the hell is happening? Here you go. This is what she said about this. She said, last year we had a rotating main dish, nachos and hot dogs, every game, salad, fruit, popcorn, and high-end dessert. And most of the time, they were the correct food, temperature, and were replenished regularly. There should be enough food for everyone since we paid for it. You got what I'm saying? This is like, do better, man. It's frustrating. It's frustrating, Chicago. People not going to let you off the hook. You are under the radar. You're not going to get off. You're not going to get off. I mean, nobody's going to let you go. No one's going to let you go. The damage has already been done. So, you can't duck your head in a foxhole. You have to be able to be a franchise that can bounce back. The Atlanta Dream did it. The Dream did it. You can too. The Atlanta Dream was horrible. Sold the franchise and came back. So I hope somebody buy the franchise. I really do. To bail us, the Chicago Sky fans, out of the pain of watching this debacle continue to go on and maintain. What's up, Big Lou? My main man. What's happening, brother? My brother from another mother. So here you go, y'all. They did some good things with the girls. Here's a look at what they got going on. Really good. Like the uniforms. Uniforms was off the chain today. Everything looked good. They popped out with it. At home, the home crowd liked it. Everybody liked everything about it. Looks so good. Look very good, y'all. So, we do know that it can be better. We do want it to be better for our girls, and we got to continue. That's why I'll be exposing it like I do, so that we can get better. So we're gonna go on to the next thing, but more after these messages.
Soldier that the streets talk about. If it ain't making money, ain't nothing to talk about. Keep my
I really liked Camila's interview. You guys are gonna like it too. Camila Cardoso's interview. I'm gonna bring that up for you.
trying to stay with it.
Julia?
You mentioned, Elizabeth, how much have you guys gotten to work on that double big look, and kind of what is your impression just of how that works together?
Yeah, I think since my rookie year, like first year, he and me played really well together. We like try to feed off each other, you know. When the double's coming, she's a really smart player. She's a really smart vet, so she knows the perfect moment to cut and like when she's gonna be open. And I'm always trying to find her because that's just how the chemistry works.
We'll go to Chris in the third row.
Ms. Cardoso, you had a lot of success early in the first half, especially in the second quarter, able to get good shots, good looks, and then when the double teams kind of came in the third quarter, you were able to find shooters. How do you develop your distribution part of your game when you know those double teams are going to come on you in the post and teams are doubling and tripling and really looking to deny you the ball?
Shout out to Pops, David, and my entire coaching staff. You know, I think that's something I struggle in the first 2 games, and we're working on this at time after practice. And I know I'm a great presser, so I just gotta stay calm and like watch the floor and see where the double coming from and find the other players. So we've been working on that.
Go to Maggie.
Hi, Camila. Obviously, we saw some of your teammates wearing Rickea's jersey each night and everything. So was there a little bit of a sense of like, okay, we are pushing now for her?
Yeah, for sure. You know, like Kia's a big part of our team, and I know she wouldn't know right now, but we got her back. We're here for her, and we're gonna have her back through this whole process. We just want her to feel like she's loved being here.
Brian,
So the coaches talked about getting you on the move more in the offense. Just wanted to just get your assessment of just how you feel comfort-wise within the system.
Yeah, I think I feel comfortable with whatever he wants. You know, I'm just trying to do my best to help my team win. So I want to do whatever it takes, whatever they need from me for this games.
Kareem from on the left.
You got 4 games now with Tosh. Just kind of impressions of how that's going as far as working her in and just kind of the chemistry that you guys are starting to build.
Yeah, I think Tosh is an amazing vet. You know, she fit right in. And she's really important for me. You know, like I think sometimes I have like a lack of confidence in myself, and she's here since day one. I think I never spoke to her before our first practice together, and she always pouring into me. She always telling me how great I am and can nobody mess with me, and she helps me a lot. It just makes me happy and like play with confidence.
So, you know, a lot of people was worried about, oh, it ain't nobody that's going to be able to push her. It's not going to be nobody. Well, you know, you shouldn't have to push a third year. I agree with my sister Keisha. You shouldn't have to push a third year player. You know what I mean? Pretty much, you know, they pan out to be who they going to be. But no, you should not have to push a third year player. But there is, like Tasha Cloud said, she was not being utilized the way that she thought or she would do as a point guard, which Tyler Marsh lacked last year, especially Courtney Vandersloot going down. And then the year before, prior with Teaspoon, she had a lot of selfishness going on. And of course, Camila went down in a rookie year. And I just think that now is the opportunity for Camila to actually shine.
Camila, this is another year with a new roster, new makeup, and so forth. Do you all feel like there's more of a sense of urgency to fortify a chemistry early on and to gel together early on?
I think we're doing a pretty good job. Since our first game, I think our chemistry has been there, and I'm excited. And yeah, we're gonna have more time to work with each other and get more chemistry. But I think we're doing a pretty good job so far.
Go to Chris.
When you said it with or today you had game high at 24 points. What was working for you in the post offensively, especially with some of the moves you're doing, just scoring in that way?
Honestly, I'll say just the extra work that I'm putting in. It's paying off, and I gotta stay consistent. But I think my teammates did a great job finding me when I see when I'm supposed to know. So shout out to them.
Time for a couple more. We'll go to Alyssa, second row on the right.
Hey, can you talk about Gabs' cutting ability?
Amazing, you know, like I said, I think I'm a really good person, and it's so easy to play with her because she's always cutting me, she's always open. So yeah, she plays like everything but a rookie, you know. So it's amazing to have her out there on the floor. She has a really high IQ, and it's just great because she makes my life easy.
Any more for Mill? Mike, third row on the left. Close out.
Camila, in the final couple of minutes, you're down a couple of points, and then you see Skylar put her hands up and kind of get the crowd into it. Starting off on the road, 3-1, coming home, was there a different feel, different atmosphere here with the crowd?
Yeah, it always feels great to play home. After 3 games, it felt good to have a crowd cheer us on, you know. And yeah, I feel like as basketball players, we feed off the crowd energy. So I think that's what it is.
Thanks, everyone. Skylar will be nice.
Thank you. Thank you.
Let me get Skylar Diggins. You know, Skylar has, you already know she got some things to say. You know what I mean? Because things, you know, I just want you guys to know things that it was, the way it was last year and the year before. No, it's a different type. The different type.
Sorry.
Skylar, I asked Camila the same question, but obviously this is your guys' first step.
Nice haircut.
Appreciate it. Obviously this is kind of the first step in figuring out what this team looks like without Rickea for this season. What was kind of your impression of what you learned about that, how you guys can maybe accommodate or adjust that?
Yeah, I thought it was a matchup thing too. It was that obviously. I thought the adjustment was the root for Odyssey. That was a matchup where we ended up going to this. Traditionally, we haven't done that. We've been going 4 guards, and so when we made that adjustment, I thought it was helpful. But I mean, shit, the shots that they were making at the end is incredible. I mean, you got 2 great shot makers on that team. Obviously, AZ Bud coming off the bench, going 4 for 6. And then in that third quarter, we didn't get a consecutive stop. And so I thought that was very uncharacteristic of what our defense was looking like the first 4 games. And you got to credit them with some of that stuff. And then I think that, you know, we're just a little bit more undisciplined than we usually are defensively. And so I thought it was uncharacteristic the game tonight. But I also credit Dallas for some of that too. Shot making, you know, at the point of the third quarter, we didn't get a consecutive stop. And so that's so unlike our team. And so, like I said, it was things that they did matchup wise that we hadn't seen them do. Went away from line for Lee. Lee hadn't played the last few games. Odyssey came off the line of AZ to fill the minutes. She played 30 minutes. No Maddie Secret. So the rotation was a little bit different than what we had seen from Dallas. And so I thought we needed to make more adjustments. We kind of just cut corners defensively, and that's what I saw. Giving up 30 points almost twice. And so, yeah, that's what I saw. I know that was pretty much TBD. I mean, I don't know what to say about that. Yes, we saw what the half would look like. We played a half without Rickea. Come back into the fold. Obviously, I did not like my game tonight. I could have been better for us. Didn't have rhythm. Missed the last 3 halves of basketball. Got a floater in my eye that I'm still dealing with. Rolled the shit out of my ankle. So I was surprised to see you guys up here tonight. But yeah, obviously that's not how we wanted to start. First of all, that environment was amazing tonight. So thank you to everybody that came out and supported us here, and the fans. And so we look forward to having another half at it on Saturday against a good Minnesota team for a bounce back game. But that's not how we wanted to come out and play tonight. And so I take accountability for that.
Good, Brian.
Sky, Camila 24-11 today. Just wanted to get your thoughts just on her continuing just comfort in the offense and the system.
Yeah, you know, just continue to find ways to get her the basketball and in positions where it's hard to double. Got it to her in a high-low, got it to her some NBA side action. So going back and looking at what was successful, and obviously wanted to continue to play through her.
Thank you.
Y'all see Skylar took it on herself. Did y'all see that? That's how the coach is supposed to have been. You see, Skylar said, it's on me. It's on me. I should have been, even though I rolled my ankle and I was off. I was off. I didn't show up till later on in the third quarter. Skylar Diggins is a phenomenal person. I look forward for this vet to continue to work with these youngins, but Skylar Diggins put it all on the ground. She said, I put that on me. You know what I mean? And I appreciate that. But no, Skylar, it's not on you, all on you. Parts of it is on you, but you are not the coach, and you're not all of the other players that played this game with you. So I just appreciate the veteranhood, the mamahood the leadership, the big mama type of aspect of it that her and Natasha Cloud is having going towards this game. I really appreciate the way that they have been really being veterans and being outspoken, because you know E will fall under the radar. You don't really know where she's at with it, you know, so E will speak out because she's the union rep, but we ain't gonna have no problem of hearing what Skylar goddamn Diggins think, and we ain't gonna have no problem of hearing what Natasha Cloud thinks. We gonna hear what they have to say. They gonna shoot it to them the way if it's if you think it's good or bad, they're gonna spit whatever that's coming out their mouth straight up.
Hey Sky, we saw Tash bring up the ball a lot tonight. Have you found like a level of comfort where we have these different both guards on the floor playing similar games? I don't know if I'm asking this right, but like, have you found a comfortable spot with Natasha?
We haven't had a good sample size to say. I'm always comfortable when I'm out there with anybody. But you know, obviously we need a bigger sample size to see what that's going to look like.
Go to Chris.
So you mentioned that third quarter, just kind of find ways to keep up without getting consecutive stops. But when you see Tosh kind of going to the basket, kind of putting her body on the line a little bit in those ways, what does that do for you as a team offensively? Just trying to find ways to make points when trying to keep up in that way.
Yeah, that's what she does. She's good at getting downhill. We know she can get into the lane and create. For everybody else, just her aggression opens it up, and so yeah, we love when she does that. Sorry, I don't know what else to say about that. You said it for me.
We'll go to Jack, second row on the left.
Skylar, I'm not sure if you saw this, but there was a post going around. AZ posted a picture with you when you were a rookie and she was a kid. Talking about how great of a role model you are, someone to look up to. I'm just curious, just kind of what it means to you to see, you know, players coming into the league now who watched you and respected you and are now on the court with you.
Yeah, it means I'm old. No, I hadn't seen that post. But you know, it's not the first time. You know, people around the league now, they want to show me. 10 years ago, I came to your camp, or you know, it's just amazing to it's a blessing to be around that long to see them into their WNBA seasons and this WNBA, which is amazing. You know, the strides that this league has made and how it presents itself to them. You know, it's a bright future ahead for the league long after, you know, I'm gone and they'll be here. And so it's amazing to still be kicking in this league and being able to compete against them. And I hope that they think that I'm still a good role model. But it's awesome. It's a full circle moment for me anytime something like that happens. I appreciate the love and support, and you know, it's great to see what they've become. You know, to see what she's became and what she's done for the game. So full circle moment.
Skylar and AZ and most guards, Rickea, Ogumawale, most of them look up to Skylar because, of course, Rickea come from Notre Dame, but most of these, I mean, Skylar, it has a lot left in the tank, guys. Don't be worried. That's why I put it on there. I'm not worried. I'm not worried at all. I know already in a vacuum what this team is. It's a defensive team, and that's what they're going to hang their hat on. So with Skylar leading the charge and also looking forward to the next game, you know, we just got to bear it through until the people get back. You got what I'm saying? We know we got to bear these next 4, 5, 6 maybe games. We're going to have to bear those through and try to, you know, next man up situation and play the game the way it's supposed to be when 1 man or 2 men or 3 men or 4 men or even 5 men go down. You still have to play the game, and you still have a team that you have to put yourself around. So more from Skylar.
Chris, then we'll close back out with Julia.
Diggins. Sorry. I know you talked about not getting consecutive stops in the third quarter, but when you opened up on the defense,
Hey, T. Camilla, I wasn't.
those deflections.
I wasn't, but I just went on.
Coach Trammell kind of talked about in practice. Was there anything that Dallas changed personnel-wise that you saw, or just with their scheme, where you weren't able to get them?
Off the top, I can't recall particularly what it is. I have to go back and look at it. It wasn't mad at our first quarter at all. I think that's ideally how we wanted it to look, but that's the only quarter that we won. So you can't win a game when you don't only win one quarter, unless you win it by a significant amount. And so I wasn't mad at our first quarter defense. I think we went on a run there, but we had got up 10, we got up 11, and we couldn't string together stops. And so, like I said, that was uncharacteristic for us as far as how we had been performing defensively. But I also think that they made some tough shots. I mean, we got 48 points in the paint. Where they're great at is second chance points. They got 13. Fast break points. That's how they want to play, and we kind of kept them out of that, which had been their bread and butter. They were scoring more in the half court, and that was kind of untraditional for them for their first 4 games too. So go back and look at the film there, but it was definitely a swing in that third quarter, and we have to be better defensively. I think anytime you give up 34 and 28 points in the third and fourth quarter, you're not going to win the damn game.
Last question from Julia.
Skylar, what's your impression of the 3-point shots, kind of the look of them, and also the percentage that you guys have been able to get? It's been kind of lagging maybe a little bit behind the rest of the league for the start of the season. Do you like kind of your shot diet from 3-point range?
Me personally, or us as a team? I'll have to look at the type of shots that we're getting. I think it all depends on the type of shots that we're getting, not necessarily focusing on too much makes and misses. Is it a swing? Is it a good to great? Is it a paint touch? Is it a quality shot? And I think that's more so, what we have to look at. And so I do not know where those come from, but I guess I would look more so at the quality of shots.
Revenue T.
Not necessarily focusing on makes and misses. Is it off the dribble, or are we taking tough late shot clock shots? I thought that's a 1-2 bad ones today. Speaking of, but yeah, as we continue to figure out our identity, our team is the only constant on our team has been changed so far. And so we hit a steady sample size. We understand that, but that was unacceptable defensively tonight. And so credit Dallas for the things that they did well offensively, and we will have a better showing on Saturday. And we better, or we're going to get blown out by a good Minnesota team. And so, once again, thank you to the fans for coming out in that atmosphere. That's not the effort that'll be shown throughout the rest of the season. But we appreciate the support. It was great playing there tonight, and look forward to having a stint. So we got to get our sample size together. We lost one of the best players in the league. There's a lot of residuals that come off of that. So been battling some dumb shit personally, injuries and stupid shit. So just got to get into the swing of it. But I ain't tripping. I still love our squad. We stay together. It's a great unit. We love playing with each other. And so we got to bring back that defensive intensity on Saturday.
Thanks, everyone.
So we already know what the call of the day is. Defense, defense. Natasha Cloud said defense. Skylar Diggins saying defense. Gabrielle Hoghead said defense. You know what I mean? We know who Dejanay Carrington is, defense. We know who these players that's coming. We know that, will defense. So this is a defensive team with a defensive asset in a state of mind. They just have to be able to make shots. They have to be able to take shots also. Don't be on the other end of the stick being short of shooting that ball. They have to take it where it needs to be gone. Where it needs to go and, step up. But Skylar Diggins let y'all know already. She said, you ain't going to see it like that this Saturday. We intend to win Saturday. That's what she said. He said, Bro, Claude Isare could be making her season debut Saturday. Maybe so, Brother Jabarbi. If Azare Stevens is in the game this Saturday, we win it. If Azare comes back, we win it. Just one of those pieces. You got what I'm saying? Just one of those pieces. If Azare Stevens comes back, we're winning. We're going to be having a really, really good winning season. Dejanay Carrington gets healthy, whatever that looks like. We winning. This is just, listen, man, y'all don't underestimate this team. This team is still #1 in defense. Yes, Azure bring the scoring we need.
Skylar just had fairly strong words about the defensive effort tonight. What was kind of your assessment of where that was at?
It wasn't good enough. It wasn't the standard that we've set, and they made us pay. They made us pay for every mistake that we made defensively. So we got to do better.
Ryan.
Justin Shepard, 12 assists. Her playmaking I thought was pretty pivotal for him. Just want to get your thoughts just on your rotations, just with her playmaking tonight.
Yeah, I mean, we knew that was part of her game. I think an underrated part of her game. She's coming out of today, she'll be
Bring my glasses. They
coming into it, I think she was tied right with Paige. So,
or they right.
I mean, that's what she's capable of doing. I think they caught a good rhythm in that second half. Some tough shots they made. Some were more open than we would have liked them to be. But she was great on both ends today.
Mike, third row on the left.
Coach, we've seen a lot of change over the off season and change into this year, and Skylar talked a little bit about that's really only constant within these first 5 games. But you also mentioned a small sample size, so defense included, but also offensively, what can this group do differently, especially now coming home to try to win games and be a lot more competitive than we saw last year?
I think defensively we gotta stay aggressive as we've been during the road trip. I think offensively we can afford to be a little bit more aggressive. I like our how we've been able to manage our turnovers and keep those down, but I think that we're still passing up some open shots. I think that at times we get stagnant offensively, and we can keep the ball moving a little bit more. But 89 points is enough to win. It was our defense tonight, and that's what we hung our hat on the first 4 games. And so we got to get back to that.
Zachary.
Hey, Coach. Gabriella had a real standout performance tonight, and as a starter in her first regular season home game, and she hit some good big shots with both ends. She was very effective. She attacked the rim a bunch of times. What did you think of her performance?
I thought she was aggressive when she needed to be. I would imagine that she is probably feeling like she could have played better. I think we probably got that collective feeling as a team, but she was aggressive on both ends. I think there's room for improvement across the board, but we know she's fearless. We know she's going to go out and compete. So you're always proud of that and the effort that she gives. She never shortchanges you there. There's just some few things that we can clean up as a defensive team and unit coming out of tonight.
Good to listen.
Coach, it feels like Camila has had like a different mindset in the last 6 quarters. Have you seen that from her? Like, what do you think that's reflective of? And she also told us that she feels like she's just been like putting a ton of work in to kind of get to this point. So you could also speak to just kind of like the behind the scenes stuff that we don't see.
She has. She's put a ton of work in. She watched a ton of film. She's staying after practice and coming in on off days and putting in the work. So we're extremely proud of that, and she's seeing the fruits of that hard work and that labor show up in real time. I think that again, that's just her ability to move and play with force has a direct impact on us offensively and defensively. Tonight it showed itself offensively, and both with her aggression in the paint, but just her ability to command attention, and that helps the overall flow of our offense, and that's the kind of dominance that she can show.
Go back to Juliet.
Tyler, you guys are playing essentially without 4 for the foreseeable future until you're able to get Azure back. What did you think about using Gabs in that position? What did you think about the double big, and just kind of like how are you planning to navigate that moving forward?
Yeah, I thought we held our own size-wise for the first 2.5 quarters, and then I think they really started to impose their size.
midway through the third and into the fourth. So we wanted to kind of match them from a size standpoint. We obviously like playing small a little bit because, or so from an offensive standpoint, just because we're able to space the floor a little bit differently. But also our activity and our mobility is a little bit more fluid when we're playing small defensively too. Allows us to be a little bit more aggressive. I thought Ewell came in and gave good minutes tonight, and it was the first look that we've really had at that double big lineup since last year, really. And so I thought it was decent. I thought Aisha came in and gave some good minutes as well at that 4 spot. Gabs is open and willing to do whatever is necessary. And really, from an offensive standpoint, when we're playing small, the 2, 3, and 4 don't really change that much. They're kind of the same. So, we try to mix things up.
So basically, I had enough of that. Coaching is a responsibility, Tyler. Was it super bad? No, it wasn't. Sydney Taylor deserves to play. You're looking for offense, and you got it on the bench, but you have to have confidence to give confidence to your young players. But you do have Sydney Taylor on the bench, where you do have a person that can score, that's available to you, Tyler, to come in. And then Sydney Taylor is not a cone. She can play defense. You know what I'm saying? So some of that stuff is on you to make sure that you get it right. Definitely, I would say, in all honesty, he can definitely do better. Will he do better? I don't know. You know what I'm saying? This is year 2. So, he said, he asked us to give him some credit. Yes, you do have the #1 defense in the WNBA. Fine. But you got to go, it's bigger than that. It's bigger than that. It's bigger than that, just being on that type of thing, right? We have to be able to say, hey, the game that we're about to play, we're going to win it. That's what you have to do. You have to be in the mindset to say, the game that we're about to play, we are going to win this game. And if you don't go into this game, just like Skylar Diggins, learn from your veteran, Tyler Marsh. Learn from what your vet said. Your vet said that they were going to win this Saturday. Being that hopefully Azurá Stevens is available, and if Azurá makes her debut, her home debut, I believe that Azurá Stevens coming will do it. Hey, MSL, this is for you, T. Camilla. This is for you, T. Camilla. This is for y'all. Y'all ready? But there go your boos, T. Camilla. There go your boos. The boo. Wait, you group me with no. I was telling y'all, here go y'all boos. The boos that you wanted. No, I'm not grouping you with myself. It says, Claude, it's something about Sydney that he doesn't trust. I don't know what it is. I don't know. No, I was just saying, there go y'all boos. The boo and Courtney Vandersloot, there you go. I was just saying that specifically for you. Me and Jabari, we already know that they was going to boo. The people told me that they was going to this thing, who was going, they was going to boo, and they was going to let it be known that they was going to boo Courtney Vandersloot. So I just wanted, out of my satisfaction, that she got booed, and you know, just sharing that with you, a moment with you and MSL that did happen. That she did get booed in the home game opener. You know what I mean? Hate that it would have to be like that, but yeah. No, they wasn't laying no soup. They was booing. They was like, boo. No. No. Saluti with no booty ain't getting no cheers. No, they ain't gonna do that. They ain't doing that. T. Camila, for political perspective, I was pointing out how many of the same conservatives that now hate Erica Kirk and trust love Candace Owens. They don't realize CC is Kirk, is Erica Kirk, and AR5 is C. Owens. No, she ain't C. Owens. That's a bad comparison. My baby ain't no damn C. Owens. Candace Owens is still a sellout. What's going on, Brooke? It's a bro Cloud. It says they really booed her. Yeah. It says Cloud damn Sloot done got booed by Chicago Scab. Yeah. What's good, Brooke? You say, bro Claude, you call Sloot wearing Rickea jersey backwards. It may be a diss at Angel. No. No, they wore it so that the camera could catch all of them. Azare had hers, all of them on the bench had it backwards. So her name, so Jackson could be seen on the front. So yeah, no, ain't got nothing to do with Angel. Angel, listen, y'all. I want to tell y'all this. Angel is gone. I'm so sad. I'm so sad that Angel is gone. Angel is gone. So we can move on. She not coming back for us. We know right now, especially with this organization, period, still in power. You know, at some point, some people go back, but no, Angel is in Atlanta, and you know, let's leave it at that. You know, I'm not calling Angel. Yeah, that was a big comparison. Yeah, she got booed. I just showed it. You gotta pay attention, brother. Pay attention. I called you and T. Camila. This for Brooklyn too. What up, Brooke? Yeah, so that was booze. Yeah, that was sent to me by my people. No, I thought I had called your name. I had seen you when you came in the in the chat, and you better stop calling me a Negro. I'm a black man. I ain't no Negro. I ain't no nigga. I ain't no Negro. I ain't no boy. I ain't no nothing. You remember that song? I'm a black man, an ex-nigga. Y'all remember that song? No, y'all don't. Y'all was young. I'm sorry. I brought the 80s back. Sorry, y'all. I'm sorry. It said, let's check their voting records. Okay, here's a little clip, a little snippet of what's that's trending right now, what Skylar said. Here's a little snippet. So I saved just about everything for everybody. Here's a snippet.
The only constant on our team has been change so far. And so we need a steady sample size. We understand that, but that was unacceptable defensively, the effort tonight. So credit Dallas for things that they did well offensively. And we will have a better showing on Saturday. And we better, or we're going to get blown out by a good Minnesota team. So once again, thank you to the fans for coming out in that atmosphere. That's not the effort that'll be shown throughout the rest of the season. We appreciate the support. It was crazy playing in there tonight, and look forward to having a stint. So we got to get our sample size together. We lost one of the best players in the league, y'all. There's a lot of residuals that come off of that, and so been battling some dumb shit personally, injuries and stupid shit, and so just got to get into the swing of it. But I ain't tripping. You know, I still love our.
She said she been battling some dumb shit off the court and then injuries. So, you know, she going through some things too.
We stay together. It's a great unit, and we love playing with each other. And so we got to bring back that defensive intensity on Saturday.
Thanks, everyone.
That's what she at. She not playing with listen, she not playing with y'all. Skylar gonna slap the hell out of me and everybody else. She gonna be like, this is what I mean. What do you want, right? I am live right now. Leave me alone. What do you want? Oh, okay. That's my oldest, my third oldest. So for the game, y'all, it turned out with, let's go over the stats. Gabrielle Hawkins had 28 minutes. She had 12 points, 4 for 11 from the field, 0 for 2 from the three-point line, 4 for 4 from the free throw line, 5 rebounds, 2 assists, 1 steal, 1 turnover. Natasha Cloud had 21 points. She was 6 for 12, 50% from the field, 1 for 5 from the three-point line. She just couldn't get it to fall. You know, that's what I pointed out. 1 for 5 from the free throw line. Hey, live, laugh, love. Hey. 8 for 8 from the free throw line. She hit all her free throws like a pro. 8 rebounds, 5 steals, 5 assists, 1 steal, 1 block. She had 4 turnovers though. You know what I mean? But she was a stat stuffer across the board. Most good point guards want to have that type of thing. Camila Cardoso had a stellar game. Camila, if she could give us this type of game, 33 minutes with 24 points, 10 of 14 from the field, 4 of 6 from the free throw line. She did miss 2 free throws, but you know what I mean? Who's counting? She was like 80% from the free throw line. 11 rebounds, a double-double, 5 assists, and 1 block shot. I'm happy. I can't say nothing about what Camila came ready. Camila came in to put in work. You know what I'm saying? She had 24 points. The first game, she had 22. So that took her average up. So, you know what I mean? She's way up over her average. It says, Bro Claude, I realized tonight, if you play hard defense on Gabs, she falls back. LT is going to have to work on that with her. Oh, absolutely. Yeah, absolutely. She's going to have to work on her with that. Skylar Diggins, 15 points, 6 for 14 from the field, 2 for 6 from the three-point line, 1 for 2 from the free throw line, 1 rebound, 4 assists, 1 steal, 1 block, 2 turnovers. She took care of the ball a lot better than Tasha did. JC Sheldon, 21 minutes. She cannot have 2 points, chat. If JC Sheldon in her minutes got 2 points, 2 things is not happening. She's being passive, and it's not showing up here because she only got 1 assist. But she's being passive, and she's not taking the shots that's given to her. You got what I'm saying? Aisha Kabali, 0 points. She just got to be worked into the offense. You know, she coming in doing, she had, you know what I mean? She had 16 minutes. Rachel Bam Bam, the Donut Queen, had 10 points. Bam, don't get mad at me, man, because we hard on your head because you could have shut the hell up last year. So I don't give a damn. You could have just not went to the presses. You would have been all right this year. Everybody would have been cool, and they wouldn't even been on your head, Bam Bam. They coming for you, Donut. I ain't even do it. I ain't even do it, Donut. I mean, Bam Bam, I ain't even do it. Rachel Bam, 10 points, 3 for 8 from the field. She ain't gonna never watch our podcast, y'all. Y'all bad, man. What's up, She Wins? Go to bed. Go to bed. You know you're gonna be tired in the morning. Your feet gonna be swole. Shout out to my niece, She Wins. She sent me a lot of that stuff. She Win, you better go to bed. She was 3 for 8 from the field, 2 for 6 from the 3-point line, 2 for 2 from the free throw line, 1 assist and 1 turnover. Elizabeth Williams had 5 points. E Will got to do a little bit more. I want a little bit more. What's up, Juice? I want a little bit more. It said, Bro Claude, keep in mind that JC still had a left knee, ankle, foot, a bad left ankle and foot. Then she ran into Azzy and almost knocked herself back to Ohio State University. Yeah. It says, Rachel, I'm going to get on my hands and knees to lose to... Oh, you was diabolical. Bro Cloud, what happening? Ma'am, the Bread House Butters had a few ladies sniffing me tonight. I thank you. I appreciate you, boy. You already know. If y'all ain't got your order, get your order in. You know what I'm saying? Elizabeth Williams have to produce more than 5 points, chat. They have to. It's you know, we got to get production. But if Azarae Stevens comes back, Sydney ain't even on this right here. So I think Sydney Taylor was DNP, y'all. So I don't know. I had to look at the ESPN one, but Paige Beckers, Rickea Gumawale took care of business. Rickea had 23 points. She was 7 for 16. Jessica Shepard had the triple-double. I mean, what can you do? Jessica Shepard had triple-double. She had 18 points. She had 10 rebounds and 12 assists. She was eating. That was for E-Will to shut that down. You know, Camila was out there doing the best that she can, but Jessica Shepard can 1 through 5. Jessica Shepard can play 1 through 5, and that's what she did. It's real people that can play 1 through 5 on offense. Jessica Shepard on offense can play 1 through 5. She can't do what Angel do 1 through 5 on defense, but definitely she could do 1 through 5 on offense. Jessica Shepard was cold tonight. Seriously, she was running the offense and passing the ball really, really good. You know what I mean? And they was getting the shots where they wanted to. Rickea Gumawale was putting that thing up. Paige Beckers had 24 points. She was 11 for 19, super efficient. 1 for 3 from the three-point line, 1 for 1 from the free throw line. She had three rebounds, 4 assists, and then everybody else, you know, fit in. AZ had 12 points. So to add to that, that's who all was in double figures. Lee Rue was there, a big body. He adjusted, put Lee Rue out there to cause some havoc. He says, I know it's strange, MSL. She mostly been there leading scorer every night off the bench. Tonight, he starts her, but she's only played 6 minutes. Weird. I don't know who you talking about. Yeah, Sydney Taylor was DNP. Yeah, she was DNP. Okay, bro, Claude, I always got to take a dig at Rachel for that. She don't care nothing about what you talking about, Brother Gerard. She's nephew, she gonna eat her donuts regardless. It says the Wings had a lot of firepower. They should never have a problem putting points on the board. Yeah, well, you know what I mean? Like I said, you know what I mean? I said that I didn't look forward for the Sky to win this game. But if the Sky did win the game, that goes to show you how more advanced that they are. But, you know, I didn't think that they was going to, especially coming off of losing Rickea. You know, this was a hard task to do the whole entire game. You got what I'm saying? So, you know, it is what it is. We beat the Lynx, and we dropped one. I'm going to cover the teams in the morning, or the teams that played tonight. I'm going to cover those teams in the morning, you guys. I'm going to watch the Suns and the Storms game. I saw some of it while we was on live, but I'm going to watch the game to give y'all full report. I got it already on record. And then we're going to talk about it in the morning, both teams. So, you know, I had to come and get it all out. I was going to make a video, you know what I mean? KSAP was already live. I went to go pick up my baby girl, and you know what I'm saying? I say, well, I'm going to do a video, but then I said, well, let me just go live. So I thank you all my family members came, checked me out while I'm live tonight. It's 1:30 in the morning. God, dog, y'all so crazy. She wins, your feet going to be swole tomorrow, baby niece. I'm telling you. And don't be texting me in the morning talking about, you know what I'm saying? I was falling asleep at work and my feet were swole. I love She Wins so much. Hey, MSL, don't forget to hit me. You didn't do it last time I asked you to do. Make sure you hit me on the Instagram, man. You know what I mean? Make sure you hit me on the Instagram. Y'all go to the website. Check my website out. We are here for you. More after these messages. Hey, everybody. My name is Bro Claude, and I'm here to tell you about the best whipped organic shea butter on planet Earth. It just so happens to be my brand. Bread House Butters. Sheens, shine, heal, treats, moisturize, condition your skin. Not only is this the best shea butter for you, but it heals good, smells good, and feels good. It is the best moisturizer that you can use. It clears up any scars, scrapes, stretch marks, blemishes, rashes, bruises, eczema, psoriasis, and most intensified dryness of skins. You can put this on your face, your hair, and your body, and I'm telling you, this is the best product that you can use in America, because of course we make ours and crafted, handcrafted in our own kitchen. So I'm asking for you guys to support the #1 product that you're going to ever be able to put on your body, Bread House Butters brand. And guess what? You can go to breadhousebutters.com. I said breadhousebutters.com and put your order in now. Thank you. And I appreciate everyone who supports. Y'all listen, man. I appreciate everybody coming always like y'all do and being front and center and helping me, run this show. I'm grateful and honored that each and every last one of y'all are here this late at night. But do me a favor, shout out and prayers out to Rickea Jackson, Camila Cardoso. I look forward for her to actually be able to go to the All-Star game. It's looking good, Jack. It's looking good because all she got to do is put 10 of these together. All she have to do is just put 10 of these together in a row. She'll be definitely there. These 20-point games, put for the to the half of the season, put at least 10 of these double-doubles together, and she's a sure win going into the All-Star game this season. Going, and representing Chicago. So shout out to Camila Cardoso. I think Camila is going to be really, really good this year. It is what it is. It says, is there a real problem in Connecticut on was low-hanging fruit sort of thing that was passed? Yeah, they was booing about today. They was booing because Nisha Mero had 7 minutes today. He benched her, actually. He benched her today. But we'll get on that tomorrow. We'll be all on top of it tomorrow. So in the morning. So y'all catch me at 10 o'clock in the morning tomorrow. I'm going to get me some sleep. Yeah. And get back on top of the business, y'all. I appreciate y'all and thank y'all. I thank you for what you do. I thank you for what you have done. And I thank you for what you will do. This has been a good night. Listen, man, I'm just telling everybody, share, be a part of the channel. If you have not subscribed, subscribe to the channel. This is what we get it done. Chicago Sky Network definitely is here. Angel Reese podcast. This is what I am. And of course, we are the second team, the Sky. The second team, the Atlanta Dream. You can see everything, here based on Atlanta Dream stuff. And then, of course, my third team, of course, you already know my GOAT. My GOAT is the Aces. My baby GOAT on the Dream. My GOAT is on the Aces. I will cover and have that type of information here. I appreciate everybody coming just to support me, and what I'm doing and giving y'all good information, intelligence, and my point of view. I could be wrong. I don't think that I'm always right. But as always, I thank you for what you do. I thank you for what you've done. And I thank you for what you will do. And guess what? I leave as I came with another banger. 1:30 in the morning, 1:40 in the morning, actually. Hey, Chicago, shout out to my team. Shout out to my city, Chicago. And for those who did not know, Chicago Sky is the third blackest WNBA team in the whole league. The third blackest.
Chicago. Yeah, foreigner, welcome to my city. See the bright light, skyscrapers looking pretty. Perfect skyline, postcard from my city. And we still on the rise, more construction keeping busy. Always bear down on your blue in the windy. Can't forget the Bulls, red and black run the city. Chicago, fire in the sky, WNB. 8 White Sox and the Cubs up in Wrigley. Got a couple rings like I play for the Blackhawks. Always on the ground when my feet hit the asphalt. Dedication, hard work, and preparation. Never giving up to reach the goals I've been chasing. When it goes down, I'ma be the main attraction. Better stand back when the camera starts.